Hi again, back again. I primed the forks, rubbed them down. I used very fine wirewood after priming to really give a nice smooth finish. If you rub too hard, it takes the paint or even the fine stuff. But yes, I decided wanted a dark blue. I thought with the white lining around the lugs against the really dark blue background should give a nice effect. Before it was light blue with gold and it didn't show up the lug work at all. So this is what I'm using, full dark true blue KLSA. Yeah, it actually looks like it's on the top of the can, which is a bit surprising, but you know, that's them done now. I've got to get some decals later on and then do some white edging to make it look nice where the chrome starts and the blue ends. But very pleased, found a great way of spraying the forks. I'll put them in this old pump. Didn't use any more, packed up, and it makes a perfect spray device. So anyway, that's that one. Bit of a bodge up, but it worked very easy to do the spraying of those. The frame had quite a few coats of primer on. I wasn't too happy when I rubbed it down again with the wire wall. Some of the primer came off. I was quite surprised. So I was a bit too rough with it. So I've just touched up the bits I rubbed too hard on. And yeah, it's looking good. So I'm going to give that a primer, a nice couple of coats. Now it's done, and I think she's going to look very nice. And then get the lug work done in white, underlined. I have got a ruling pen somewhere in the cupboard, but whether I use it, I'll use a paintbrush and not tried yet. I'll try it on an old frame. But yeah, so on the way now, make it look like a bicycle frame rather than a rusty heap. So I'll go now, and bye bye. Good afternoon, Derek again. Bit of progress report. Yes, my respraying this Lady Galaxy from scratch. The forks, as you see, have sprayed up lovely on this lovely blue. The chrome, as you see, is bad. I've hand done the ends with blue. I'm not sure, I might just make those a bit neater yet. I'm decided. Just done round the lug work. I will tell you about that in a minute, what I used. But I hope it's not over the top. I think when the lacquer gets on it might kill it a little bit. So that's that one. And then the frame, again, we've got some nice lug work in the front and at the bottom bracket, which mostly gets hidden anyway, but I don't overdo it at the top here. There's quite plain lug work here, so I might put a blue line to some decoration there, and the same here. I haven't decided what to do here. There was like a leaf here originally. I might do that and then sort of put little ferns or something like original, or we can get a transfer. I haven't decided yet, but at the moment I'm leaving that alone. Possibly will paint it this light blue and then transfer over. For the moment, this will get me ready to lacquer. My dog's shouting out. Bradford. So what I'm going to do next? I've got this scratch away, which common stuff I've got this in B&M. Oh, it's nice for the come. Bradford, that's enough. I'll bring him in a minute. So I'm going to, when this is dry, I'm going over the scratch away, rub it all down, get rid of my finger marks. This stuff, when it dries, you just polish it off, it leaves no residue. So that's the plan there with that one, and you should get that ready then with no finger marks for the lacquer. And I'll take it and then I'm masking stuff. So that's that bit. I'll show you how I did this lining in. I couldn't find my lining pen anywhere. Don't know where it is. First of all, I tried different colours on these old forks and found this. I've got about 50 of these little pots of paint from a car boot in Plymouth about 5 years ago, and mainly sort of war games with horrible browns and dark colours, but there's one or two nice colours. Oh, I'm going to get that dog in a minute. So I'm found it nice light blue, tested it, quite liked it on the dark blue, so that's that. I'm just going to get my dog a minute. Hello again. I tried this yesterday and had this little helper came along and barked and created havoc. Doggy did. He came and ended up on the picture, but didn't get much work done. So doggy's put indoors, little helper, and back to where I was. Basically, I resprayed all the top coat. It's nice blue, quite nice. Quite enjoyed it actually. Quite a nice gloss. Took away some of this. Decided to line some of the bosses out. It's quite nice. I'm not sure about there, but like everything else, you've got to stop somewhere, or what you think. Never done lining before. I had an old pair of forks. I got about 50 of these little pots of paint from a car boot years ago. Most of them was a Wargaming's dark brown and dirty brown and greens, but a few odd pots. Thought I'd do white to start with, but I thought white might be a little bit too bright with the blue. And I found this little pot of blue. Fantastic. So just tested, because this stuff is really old. I mean, I don't know how old this stuff is. Did a test on these old forks and it dried beautiful. As you can see, I tried silver. I tried white as well. Silver looked good, but didn't have that contrast I wanted. So anyway, then I sort of thought about lining. Couldn't find my liner, so I first tried a paintbrush. Great. In the pot. Soon I used to put it on the actual fork, used to leave a blob. So up then you could work it in, but I found I couldn't get that initial application of paint where I wanted it. Very hard, like round there, to get a brush. Then I thought I'd use a cocktail stick. Again, fantastic. Little blob of paint, dropped it on there, worked it round. It was all right, but it was very erratic in the way how thick it was. Took the point off. Then I robbed my wife's office, my lovely wife Pamela, and found this little pen. Used it as a inkwell pen. Did a few tests, and basically I found a nice big blob on there. Dropped it on the actual lining part, and it just flowed a little bit, and then just worked it round with the back of the nib, pressing the back of the edge, and I was surprised how quick it worked. In fact, it was very simple. Yeah, it just followed around the contours and just worked it around like that, and because there's a little ridge, any sort of excess would just flow into the top, so it actually worked very well. So a little blob there, say, and then just worked it round both sides, and then keep dipping it, and I'm quite pleased with it. Never done it before, but yeah, that's that. So next job is, I've been touching the frame all over, so I've got this stuff from B&M, scratch away, I suppose. Good, it's only for scratch stuff. So basically what I'm going to do now is rub it all over the frame and the forks to give it, it's got a very good shine already. Just take up any dirt off it and finger marks, and then let it dry, polish it, and ready to put a couple of coats of clear varnish on. So that's as far as I've gone so far. Yeah, I don't know if it's the right stuff to use, but I'm trying it. I didn't have any alcohol, or I couldn't get any methylated spirits to wipe it all down with, so just to get rid of the finger marks, hopefully ready for the varnish. So let's hope it works. Lovely day, and fingers crossed I'll get a couple of coats of lacquer on today. Anyway, bye bye. Hi again, back in the greenhouse. The problem, big gale last 2 days ago lost some of the roof, so spent a couple of days putting a new roof on the greenhouse and general repairs. But anyway, back to normal now. I found a firm called Bike Stickers who supplied decals, and they actually had the Lady Galaxy ones, which I was very surprised about. And very nice gentleman, very helpful. Anyway, he also found me some Reynolds stickers as well, the correct ones for the year of the bike, which again, it's great to have. So basically, obviously that one's the newer model, but this is an older one, so I don't need that badge. But got the Union Jack, that's the main thing, so it's all there. I've done the forks up. Obviously, I've got these for the forks. That's the top tube. Forks come up quite well considering how rusty they were. So that's the plan there. Right, decals. When I first did decals, I used to get the decal like this one. Cut it off. Pretty basic. Sort of used to line. Come round that way a bit more. So then I used to line up the decal on the tube like that. Oh yeah, that looks straight. Use it like that. I'm looking at an angle. So in fact, I'm looking at this way rather than straight down, because that's the natural way you do it. So when I've stuck them on, they're either crooked or they're going crooked, especially on the down tubes and along like word Hercules. So I found what I do now when I want to do decals, whether it's the right way or wrong way is the way I do it, is find the centre of the tube. In this case I've got a nice lug here. I'll get a centre mark of a lug, put a straight edge on it, straighten it down, do a line, find the centre there, do another line. So now that's the centre of the tube, dead straight. Got the idea? A bit of tape. When I stripped the frame down, I measured from here to here where the decals started, same as the Lady Galaxy. I took a measurement before I removed the stickers, so I know they're going back in the correct places. I use this masking tape which doesn't damage the surface. So now what I've done now is got a centre line marked. I laid the reel across there on the actual line to get that dead centre. Got the idea? So it's got to be straight. So when I peel this off, if I line that mark on there like that, and that mark on like that, then go like that, I'm straight. Straight and centre. Just where I want it. Alright, so that's quite easy. What I found once I had a long Hercules sticker, and I started here, and then I went like that, and of course I pulled it, and now it's on the bike with a slight angle. So really you've got to really get the stickiness dead in line to start with, and then slowly apply the decal like that. Then you get it square, because once they're on you can't take them off again. Right, so that's the idea. The Lady Galaxy, again, I've found the centre line I want, and again marked the centre line there. Alright, then I'll put that on there, smooth it down, the Lady Galaxy there. Okay, so this one's got to be cut now. Yeah, order number 1913 Dawes Lady Galaxy. That's the reference number for these. Right, so that's that. So that goes on there like that. Okay, Lady Galaxy. Spot on. Got to be square. Okay, so I want it. I will double check to make sure they are square, but I'm sure they are. Yeah. If I line the ruler along, split it's white, along the bottom of the A there, and the bottom of the A there, right, hard to see, you find those marks are dead in line, so they're dead square. So it's quite simple. Now obviously get rid of any finger marks rather than talking and all the rest of it. I did this with a bit of tea-cut before I started to get rid of any oils. So that's that one. Bit of empty cloth. Right, let's have a go. A bit I don't like doing, but it's a nice warm day, so peel off the backing sheet. You'll notice that the magic marks are still there. Now I've got a line that with that one there, that one with that one there, and they're in line. Stretch it on, smooth it out. There we go, there's the marks, in line, smooth it that way, get them on, and then round them round nicely. Then there we are, one Dawes sticker on. Hope I've got the frame up the right way. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? So there we are. Give them a good rub down. That's that one. I'm going to leave the backing paper on because I'll be doing the other side. I don't want to damage the surface. So, and there we go. There's a Dawes sticker, nice and level. Alright. Now, Lady Galaxy that came. There it might be. There we are. Again, two centre lines on there. Alright. I marked the distance from there to there, which is the same. That's Lady Galaxy. As original. Not guessing it. Cool. But you see it's quite, take it gently, just in case it's too enthusiastic. There we go. Right. Lady Galaxy going on. Line the marks up, one there, one there. There we go. Lady Galaxy, Lady Galaxy. Pull it tight, put that one on there, and just run it across like that. Lady Galaxy. No stretching. Yep. A little bit down this way, but not much to do about it. No, it's a little bit down that way, so that's okay. Here we go. So once it's on, basically. And that's how I do my decals. Right or wrong, I don't know, but it's always very hard to get them right. Let's have a look. I'll lay that on the bottom, along the top. I am slightly out, look at that. Where am I? No. No, I'm about right. If I go on the top there. Hard to tell. Yeah, not too bad. It's very hard to do. Here, that's it. I'm going to do all the other stickers, and then I can start putting the gloss coats on. That's the decals, I reckon. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Possibly a better way, but it's the way I do it. I'm not very good, but at least it'll look alright when it's done. Okay, bye bye for now. Hello again. Restored Vintage Lady Galaxy. Yeah, she looks lovely. I love the colour. I love the mud guards. I mean, obviously, it's the forks have come up very well. Very pleased with the forks. As I said before. Yes. Try to keep a lot of it original. Lucky to find the Lady Galaxy wording on the frame. The only thing I've done wrong is an extra sticker and foolishly put it down there, not forgetting the the mech goes over it. Anyway, that's my mistake. We're all human. Yes, all original proper stickers, correct. Yes, some nice classic pedals. Not my favourite of brakes. I prefer side pulls, but this is what she came with, so the new owner, if they want to change them, they can. But I'm going to put some end caps on the cables, which I haven't done yet. I found the Stella Lady Italian saddle, some scuffs on it, but it's in keeping with the bike. You've got to find a pump for it, haven't I? So that's the rebuild. I'm very pleased with it. The thing that I did do is I cleaned up a really nice dynamo lighting system. Unfortunately, I found this rack, so I can't fix it. So as it is, But yes. Well, thank you for looking. I hope you enjoyed my videos, and I've got quite a few other vintage bikes been restored in my storage. Some lovely early Court Butlers. Got a really nice Jeffrey Butler, been restored. Dawes Javelin. Yeah, I've got two really beautiful Rebel Rollers matching with the original caramel panniers, front and back, never been used. So yeah, anybody interested, I've got quite a bit of early stuff. Got a lovely Triumph Tempest. That in its day was quite a nice bike. Quite a rare one now, I should imagine. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of odds and ends. Reynolds record frame and that. Yeah, so that's the bike. Really enjoyed doing it up. I will do another one when I clear my shed out a bit. Got too many bikes at the moment. Anyway, anybody interested, drop me a line and yeah, make me an offer. And yes, thoroughly enjoyable thing. Thoroughly enjoyable. Anybody fancy doing it, recommend it. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my videos.
Hello, thank you for watching my videos. My name's Derek. This is Bradders, or Bradford, his real name. He's the one that has ventures around the Loo and shows us the wildlife and the beautiful part of this Cornwall, and the boats going in and out. So we're very fortunate enough to live here. A bit hilly for cycling, unfortunately. I also have a little roam home, my wife and I, which, as you see, we've been redoing and refurbishing it. As I do things on it, it's as I do it. It might not be the correct way, but you know, and later on we'll do some videos of us travelling around, possibly Scotland again, places like that. As the bikes, unfortunately I've got to hang up my cycle clips. I restore vintage bikes, got about 15 in storage here, which I'm going to put videos restoring them or get them back to be sold later on in the year, hopefully. So keep postage and maybe have the very bike you might be looking for years. Yes, my other passion, which I have, is I cycled in the late 50s, early 60s, youth fossiling, and cycled in the, I think, the golden years of cycling, when the roads are quiet and the camaraderie is lovely and incredible experience. I also have documentation of the 40s and 50s of youth fossiling, magazines, handbooks, etc. Again, it's part of the old way. If it's not recorded, it can't be lost. So I'd like to put that down to posterity as well. It was a lovely time to live, and I enjoyed every moment of my cycling life. So thank you again for watching. From Bradders, he's known as Derek the helper because he has a habit of taking my tools and running off with them. But he's a good boy, don't you? Yeah. So bye bye, and again, all kisses and Bradders. Thank you again for watching my video. Please subscribe. Bye bye. Right, that's the one. I think that might be the one actually.